Good morning, everybody. Joe Ciaccio here. Got a lot of things to go over today. For the ones who weren't on the call last week, Happy New Year. Hope everything went safe and happy for you for the holidays. So we're going to start 2025 off. What I want to do today is talk about how you guys can figure out what more you can offer people, either on the phone or you're face-to-face with these people here. Instead of going in and just speaking about Medicare Advantage or just speaking about final expense. We have something called an in-house survey. It can be called an in-house questionnaire. Kind of like whatever you want to put the twist on it to make it come easier off your tongue. But I'm going to ask you, how many of you are actually using an in-house survey? Actually, what that is that it's a list of questions that you're going to go over with people before you get started. It kind of breaks the ice for you. It kind of lets them feel that it's you asking, yet it's on a piece of paper and it's somewhat required for them to give you the information so you can help them out. And what it does, it kind of hopefully will loosen them up to where they're wanting to talk to you about final expense, if they have one, life insurance, if they have one, who they have their health insurance with. If they're over 65, we got Medicare. If they're under 65, we got under 65 programs. Are they happy with the money they have saved in their savings account, in their retirement account? We have annuities. Do they do a lot of driving, Uber driver, link drivers, to where you can get them an accidental program? So what we're trying to do is try to extract the information from your client to where you have more items to discuss with them, more areas that you can express your expertise to help them get peace of mind. And the bottom line is you're taking care of them, they're taking care of you based on how you treat them. Hopefully they'll give you more referrals. It's basically the gist of the call today. Now, this is what happens. Agents call me all the time, and they'll look at the leaderboard, they'll be thinking, they'll talk to a friend of theirs who's in the insurance business, and they'll ask me, Joe, why is she doing way more than me? I get 20 leads a week, I get 25 leads a week. What are they doing differently than me? I just don't understand. I'm on your calls, I call you up, I call you for underwriting. I do everything that I'm supposed to do, yet I'm here and they're here. Now, what happens is that they have what very few agents have. Remember, it's the 80-20 rule. 20% of the agents are going to do 80% of the business. It's just a fact, no matter what business you're in. And the only way for you to get into the top 20 is this here. It sounds simple, yet there are parameters you've got to meet, the things you must do. These agents have a higher drive. They've got the higher desire. They're more dedicated to learning different ways, either on underwriting, overcoming objections, learning more stuff. They're more disciplined to where they're working more hours and they're not getting up and going home because they're tired. And they're actually dialed into success by all of these letters that start, all these words that start with D, okay? D is the drive words. So when you have the drive, the desire to achieve, to be the best, you have the dedication where you don't care how long it takes to study and learn and practice, the discipline to do it, and you're actually dialed in, that's what's going to take you from this level to the next level. Now, these people, eventually, it takes time. You're not just going to wake up today, listen to my call, go out and become the number one agent tomorrow. One of you may, yet it takes a little bit of time. These people, they work harder, they work longer, and they work smarter. And the longer and the harder that you work, the better opportunity you're giving yourself to do what you got to do to make more money. Because what we do, as we all know, everything we do is commission based. We get no draws, we get no salaries. So when we go out and we visit with people, in the back of our mind, it cannot be commission. It's got to be helping people out. How can I assist them? How can I give them peace of mind? And from there, when you come across as a person who wants to help them, not an agent that's got commission breath, you'll end up making more sales. Now, this is where a lot of agents, they listen to the drive, the desire, the work harder. What happens is that with everything I just talked about, it comes with a word called you must practice. Everything you do in life, baseball player, tennis player, anybody who's doing anything must practice at what they do to get better. Number two, they must repeat what they do over and over and over again to where it becomes almost what we call is like muscle memory. And the more muscle memory you have, and the more brain memory you have, what's going to happen is that you're going to learn when you start deviating, you're going to start coming back. When you start talking about things that are really not on point, that muscle memory is going to bring you back. And number four, by doing the repeating, the practicing, the muscle memory, all the things I said, that's going to create what we call patterns. And the stronger your patterns get, the more successful you will be when you're in a house or on the phone speaking with a client. Now, that's kind of like the base foundation of what you need to have to become successful. Life insurance, health insurance, Medicare insurance, no matter what you do, you got to have the dedication and the desire to achieve to be the best of the best. Now, Jay printed me out some forms, and I've got these forms here. Some agents say, well, Joe, which is the best one to use? So what I normally do is that I'll normally just email them to you guys, and we have them in the back office, and you can go there and grab them from the back office. Now, some agents say, Joe, I want a one page. I've got one here, that is 3 pages. I've got a one pager, I've got a one pager, and I've got a 2 pager. What this is called is also called a need analysis. So when you're known visiting with a client, say Ms. Jones, recently you sent this card in. Recently we got your number, you responded to something on the internet, and you want some information about final expense and some other items. So what I want to do is, when we get started today, is kind of let you know that I've been doing this for 28 years. I love my job. I've helped out thousands and thousands of folks. I've brought people checks when they pass away. I help people out when they have a problem with their Medicare plans. I help people out, and this is how I've done so well. And hopefully today I'll be able to accomplish all of your goals to where you're happy with me and you can maybe refer me to some of your friends. Okay? Now, I've got a list of little items here I like to go over with the clients that I first meet to find out exactly what you need. No need for me to talk about a dental plan if you already have one. Dental plan, something easy. So what I want to do is go down this list. And what you don't ask them, you just do it. Okay? Now, I'll tap on, so I'm not going to hit them all. Do you currently have the final expense plan? It's either a yes or a no. If they say no, my question is, did you have one before? Because what you're doing is you're trying to get a temperature gauge on them, what they had, why they don't have it, why did they cancel it, what was the reason, so you can use that to help you make another sale. Because what ends up happening a lot of times, people want to buy a policy for $20,000. They can't afford it. They want to buy it, keep it for 3 or 4 months, and they lose it. So you're going to tell them, instead of us starting off one for 20, you will start off one maybe a little bit less, working into your payments to where something's better than nothing, and then from there can always come back and add to it. Okay. Do you have a mortgage protection plan if they own a home? What's a mortgage protection plan? We'll go over all that later. What's a mortgage protection plan? When it comes to your funeral, do you want a traditional funeral or do you want a, mine went blank. Traditional funeral, or you want, Jay, what's called when you get
cremation?
Or a cremation. Are you traditional or a cremation? Thank you, Jay. So what ends up happening, you're just visiting with them to find out what they need. If they want a cremation, you can still offer them one for $25,000, knowing they may be only one for $5,000 because they can't afford that much. Who will be in charge of this plan? Don't say nothing. The husband, the wife, your child, your grandchild, your roommate. Who will be in charge of this plan here? Okay. Hospital indemnity plan. Do you have a plan so in the event you go to the hospital, do you have a little small plan off to the side that will take care of your hospital costs? No, I don't. Yes, I do. Have you had cancer in your family? Yes, I have. No, I have. Because you have a cancer plan, you got a hospital indemnity plan. Okay. Are you happy with the money you have saved? Where do you save your money at? A CD, your savings account, checking account? Do you have an annuity? All this process is here is to gather information, just to gather information for you. Hopefully it makes them feel relaxed because when you're asking these questions, you're writing all these answers down for them, okay? You're not rushing, you're taking your time. When they give you a yes, you expand on it. When they answer a no, you expand on it, and you're making notes. Because what happens is that if you become more of a coach, a counselor, a listener, a solver, a person that's going to solve the issues they have, and they see that you're writing stuff down, you're going slow, you're taking your time, I'm here to help you, I promise you, you'll make more money. Now, some people will sit and say, I don't want to do that. I think it's happened to me one time in my huge career of doing this here. And when they say, I don't want to do this here, I say, fantastic. How do you want me to handle it? Because certain times you got to kind of give in and let them feel they're in charge, yet you kind of want to be in charge to drive the boat. Now, when you gather all this information, you've got to sit and decide, am I going to go after their Medicare Advantage? Can I do a Medicare Advantage? Right now, we're in January, so you can do the OEP. You can change their plan one time between January and the end of March. So you can go over that there. They have no final expense. You can go over final expense. Okay? I'm going to tell you, go slow. Don't go and change their annuity that day, their final expense that day, their mortgage protection that day. Some people will let you, yet certain people feel that you're taking advantage of them. So get the one that you feel is the best one for you to get, the best one that is more probable for what they had more feelings for, and say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to deliver your policy next week when I get it, okay? Or when the policy is delivered to you, call me. I'll rearrange my schedule. I will go over it with you. And at that time, we can go over this, this, and this. Or let me do this one today. You're probably on a schedule. Let me come back tomorrow. Or you can do two of them. It depends on the temperature of the client, on how you're speaking with them. The nicer you are, eye contact you have, a slower speed in your tone of voice, and voice inflection to make them feel that you're there to help them out, what's going to happen is that you're going to be able to make more sales. Okay, guys, hit them hard. We appreciate you. We love you. If you do want to get into Medicare, give Jay a call. If you want to start doing under age 65 health insurance, very lucrative, give me a call. You want to do more final expense, you need more carriers, you're unsure if the roadmap you're using is the best one, call me. There's a number. We love you. Make it a great day. Bye-bye.